Oh, hi. I'm Draco Self Important, and I think you should listen to me. so, I think hate comments might be my new favorite thing. And by hate comments, I mean stupid people who think they're smart comments. Uh, so, I made a video responding to my first hate comment, and then in that video, I got a response from another dude named Sean Hoffmeyer442. And I made a response to him that I entitled something along the lines of debunking myths about trans women, um, because he had said, I don't, whatever. Um, or I think it was just debunking myths about trans people. I don't think it was trans women. I legit don't remember. I think the debunking myths about trans women. No, the debunking myths about trans women video was a different video because that was a video that I did in response to someone who was not being hateful, who like I just felt like was real close to getting the point, and if I just provided a little more information, might like cross that barrier and get to the point. Because I'm more than willing to engage with reasonable people as well. If you want to have a good faith argument with me, like I am here for it, man. Like I love a debate. I think that you debate for the audience more than you debate for the person that you are debating with. So I think that getting to have a conversation where people hear both sides of an argument and get to choose the correct side is great. Because I think that most people, when presented with reasonable information, make the right decision. And if not, you're not going to anyway, so whatever. But I love a debate style situation. Um, with that being said, if anyone wants to like actually do like a debate, like a figure out some Discord or some shit, like okay, like I'm down, whatever. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know that that's a great idea because sometimes I got to ruminate on some shit for a minute to really understand why it pisses me off. And I think that may have been some of that. Vash is real up in my business right now. I'm not sure why he has chosen now as the moment to be all up in my business. Yeah, meow, meow, friend, meow. So, um, the video that I posted in reference to Mr. Sean Face over here is one where I was trying to, essentially be like, hi, trans people have always existed. Can you just calm the fuck down? Because he said, I challenge you to critically examine the methodology and evidence for the claim that transgenderism has existed historically. Now, what he says is the methodology and evidence, not my methodology and evidence. Now, let me make clear I am not a historian. I have definitely done professional research, like for realsies. Like my name is on published medical journal papers. Like it is what it is, man. I don't know what to tell you. Um, it's been a long time since I've worked doing any kind of actual professional research, but I assure you, finding information about some shit that someone else has already researched is not the kind of research to which you are referring. Like, if you want to talk about actual research, like to tell me that I cannot find accurate information on Google, do you not think that universities and shit, like, what sources did you want me to find that I would be able to put in a YouTube description and have anyone be able to access? You want me to go find some, like, paywall, like, medical journal shit? Like, what? Because when yeah. So the last video was like, I don't know, half hour ish of me like basically breaking down from prehistoric times to now a variety of examples all over 6 of the 7 continents. I'm sorry, I don't think there were any trannies in Antarctica. Throughout literally all of human history, from the first recordings that human ever drew on cave walls, they were drawn people who didn't quite fit into that gender binary. So didn't engage with any of that information at all. None. Did not engage with the information. Because what you asked me was the methodology of the research. I'm not the researcher, motherfucker. I just pointed you toward some shit that would tell you about the research. Hi, I'm not a historian. I can do like a, fucking college level research paper, but I'm sorry, friend, I'm not still in school. I don't have access to the shit that I had in school, which would be, all the sociology shit. And professionally, when I was working in the medical field and had PubMed and whatever, like, I understand that there are other places to go for research. I was going for something easily digestible to put sources in a YouTube video for someone who had shown to me that he's got 3 fucking brain cells. So, like, also, as stated, I did not put a lot of time into this because why the fuck would I? Other people have. The research has been done, and it's really easy to find, and the fact that all it takes is a Google search to find a bajillion reputable sources. I understand that Google is not the be-all and end-all. I understand that Wikipedia is not the be-all and end-all, but both of those things can lead you to other sources, and then you can decide if you trust that source. It's just a search engine, dumbass. It wasn't the answer. I put fucking a half dozen at... And I'm not taking the time to go find more shit. Because if you're not going to engage with what I have already presented, then why the fuck am I bothering? You're not engaging with the information. You are deflecting. Oh, you use Google. That's not... What you said was that I should be critical of the methodology. I'm not the one who did the research. It wasn't my methodology. The methodology came from fucking sociologists and historians. So, like, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, friend, but sociology is like what I fucking... Hi. You're speaking out of turn, which is what I told you last time. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you won't engage with the information. You're just deflecting. Can you engage with any of what I actually said? Can you discuss any of the trans people that I mentioned to you throughout any periods of any history in any country at any point? Can you actually go read an article that anything? For the love of God, give me something to actually argue against, because, oh, you use Google. Yeah, motherfucker, that's where everybody starts. I did not produce a fucking paper worthy of publishing in a fucking journal. I threw some shit together to throw it on YouTube because the information is so fucking obvious. I don't have to do that much work to prove that you're wrong. And the fact that you've engaged with 0 of the fucking points that I made tells me all I need to know, which is what I knew before, which is what I said to begin with. There's nothing I could say and no evidence that I could provide that would make you stop hating me. You're a bigot and a bully and a coward. And if you were not a coward, you would engage with the fucking material. Because if you engage with it, and you still disagree with it, I'd love to see you go on some fucking Google. By all means, go get some fucking research shit, but unless you're going to pay for the fucking paywall, that doesn't actually do me or anyone else on fucking YouTube any good. So, like, if you want to go get some actual journals, cool fucking story, but you know as well as I do that that shit's usually paywalled. Are you gonna, like, email the researchers because they'll usually provide it to you and then you're gonna host it? Like, what do you expect? Do you expect everyone to watch the video to email the researcher and hope that they're the sort of person who's gonna send it for free? I get that that happens a lot. See, because this is something I'm familiar with. Sean. Hoffmeyer 442. You are a bigot and a coward and a bully, and you speak out of turn all over my shit. And all I can say is, I got a lot of emotional baggage, and you're giving me a reason to yell on the internet, so thanks, I guess? Like, I need you to understand that you are providing me with content, an outlet for my aggression, and engagement for my YouTube channel. And have provided me with nothing to make me question anything, because you said I should critically examine the methodology. Bro, you act as if this is not something that I am familiar with or have researched or have looked into anything or have a bro, I've read a book, all right? Like, I'm not here to be sourcing material that is not readily available to people when I'm putting it out on YouTube. If I'm going to argue with you specifically, some motherfucker in the comments that I know nothing about, I'm gonna go tell you to read some books that I've read? I'm gonna make you take a trip to the library and expect you to do that? No. I'm going to provide you with readily available information that proves my point, because there is an absolute metric fuck ton of readily available information that proves my point, and you haven't engaged with the information. I don't expect to hear from you again. I expect this to be the end. Prove me wrong, bro. Or don't. I don't care. I don't expect to hear shit, because you cannot engage with what I've said. Because I proved you wrong tenfold. And your elitist fucking ass not liking that the shit came from Google as, like, how I came to the sources, I'm not sorry. You can go fuck yourself. It was a goddamn YouTube video. You are not worth me to prove you wrong, like, going through fucking... Why? Why would I go through the effort to produce... You would have just moved the fucking goalpost again to... I'm not the one doing the research here, bro. The research has been done. You told me to examine the methodology of the research that I am looking at and believing. And I provided you with an absolute fuck ton of shit to look at that was done by people who actually do this for a living and did the actual research, because, again, a Google search is not research. Like, it is in the sense that you research for your fucking middle school fucking book report, but, like, I understand that that's not what actual research is. I'm not the one who was doing the research. You told me to critically examine the methodology. There's a fuck ton of methodology from a bajillion different people over literally thousands of years. The term transgender is new, but we as a people are not. And you won't engage with the material. So, little buddy, I hope you have a nice life, because I never expect to hear from you again. And if I do, I will happily consider anything you have to say about the material presented proving you wrong. Because the fact that I Googled to get to, like, shit that, like, they pay to have high up on Google, like, do you not think that universities, like, pay Google for that shit? Like, what are you... I didn't click on the sponsored ads, bro. Like, there's an algorithm involved. The reason that things show up at the top is because, like, that's the... I understand that Google is not perfect. I'm not here to defend Google in any way, shape, or form, and I read the shit before I used it, and hello, as previously stated, this is something that I'm already familiar with. So, like, I didn't take a lot of time because I was just skimming shit to see if it backed up what I already knew. Because, like, I understand how research actually works because I'm not an uneducated person. Like, not everyone gets it, and that's cool. Not everyone needs to. This is not an area of life that everyone has to be, like, super engaged in, but I've done it academically and professionally. I don't know what the fuck you want from me, bro. I did something presentable to the public because I'm presenting it to the public. This is YouTube. This is not me doing a presentation for a fucking academic paper, bro. Why am I going to gatekeep this information? To who does that benefit? You, I guess. Because I guess if you raise the bar so high that normal people can't cross it, then they can't possibly get the information. Because, like, I guess if you can't go out and do sociological, anthropological research in real time yourself, it doesn't count. What do you expect me to do? Where were you expecting me to gather this information? Please tell me. Please. Where did you? Because clearly, the fact that you keep coming back over and over to tell me how fucking wrong I am, except that you're not. You told me to be critical of methodology. It's other people's methodology, motherfucker, and there's lots of it, and there's lots of people over lots and lots and lots and lots, thousands of years. Yeah, I don't even have anything to argue against, dude. Like, I can't even argue with you because you've given me nothing. You've given me nothing other than you Googled it. Yeah, but did you look at what I Googled? You act as if you can't Google correct information. Like, I full out said when I Googled shit and I used Wikipedia that you should be looking at the sources, that you should be reading the information, and you should be looking at it with a critical eye, because that's what you should do with any information you're presented, because the source of the information often gives it a little tone. You know, like this information here with the tone that I am delivering to you right now, which is a fuck you, I exist, trans people have always existed, you're a fucking bigot and a bully and a coward because you won't engage with the information. You keep coming back to comment. I made a whole last video and you could have just walked away, but no, you had to come back. After days, mind you. I don't know if it took you that long to watch, maybe, but the only thing you came up with was you Googled it and admitted to doing that and admitted to not putting a lot of effort into this. Yeah, I don't have to. I'm not the one who did the research. That's not how research works. Again, if you would like to argue any of the points that I made, I'm going to go ahead and put the sources in this description as well, just to make it easy, so you don't even have to go back to the other video. Put all the same sources right here for you, little buddy. You can go look at all the articles, you go look at the Wikipedia, and again, the Wikipedia is intended as a jumping off point because it has dozens upon dozens of sources. I didn't do a 3-hour video essay on the history of trans people. I did a cursory, fuck you, go look it up yourself. And you engaged with zero of the information and went, I don't want to go to Google. Then don't. Leave me the fuck alone about it. Either engage with the information or go fuck yourself. I'm over it, dude. Like, this is... I told you from the jump, there wasn't shit I could say that was going to make you change your mind. And here we are. Engage with the information, or go right on ahead and fuck your bigoted, bully, coward, ass, Sean Hoffmeyer 442. And, like, if you want to engage with the material, it's available, but the fact that you went, you've had it on good, everything I need to know. I see you. I see you. Hopefully this was entertaining to like literally anyone else. Um, yeah, we got some other things that I want to talk about, but you know, it's been kind of a rough day. So thank you for being my verbal punching bag, you piece of shit. Everybody else, I love you. Be safe. Make good choices.